my computer battery died. And it warned me, the warning popped up and it said, you have a low battery. And I didn't listen. I said, oh well. Oh well, we can make it another 10 minutes, can't we? But no, my computer said, no, we can't. So, so anyway, we were talking about chocolate bunnies and hollow and solid chocolate bunnies and jelly beans. And we didn't used to get a whole lot of presents. Not as many presents as we did at Christmas time, but we did get some presents. But we'd wake up and there's your Easter basket. The Easter eggs. Easter eggs, so you can have plastic Easter eggs, and they're plastic, and you can take the top part of the egg off, and sometimes there's M&Ms inside. Candy, yes, more candy. But then the real Easter eggs are the ones that you dye, D-Y-E, dye. And first what you do, it's like coloring, like you dye your hair, you put color in your hair, you dye your Easter eggs. But first what you do is you boil your eggs. So they're hard-boiled eggs. And once the eggs are boiled, you put them in, there's this like little dye tablet, and you can put it in a cup and pour some vinegar in it and some water, and then you dip the egg in the dye, and then it colors the egg. So you have brightly colored Easter eggs, and you can also decorate them. You can draw on them, or you can paint them. I'm trying to think. Is there anything about Easter from your perspective that you noticed about our culture that maybe I'm not thinking about right now that you want to know about?
Well, is the Easter where on the Easter egg, the eggs are on helicopter, and then drop some eggs.
I've never heard of the helicopter. I've never heard a helicopter story having to do with Easter. Where did you hear about that?
I'm not sure about it.
Okay. Yeah, I've never heard about a helicopter dropping Easter eggs. I'd imagine if a helicopter dropped Easter eggs that they would break.
That's a plastic one.
Huh. Well, that's interesting. Oh, here's another one. Okay, so we color the eggs. We dye the eggs. And then the little children go to sleep, and then when they wake up, all the eggs are hidden. And then you have to find the Easter eggs. Yes, we go all over the place, all over the house and all over the yard, and we do what they call an Easter egg hunt.
I love it.
Yes, and so we take our Easter baskets, and when we find an egg, we put the egg in the basket, and the person at the end of the Easter egg hunt who has the most eggs wins. What do they win? I don't know, more candy? A sense of accomplishment? I don't know. But Easter egg hunts are very popular, and you see them a lot in churches, in the church yards. Every year my mom puts on an Easter egg hunt. They have them in parks. They have them at the White House, where the president lives. So you'll see a lot of Easter egg hunts on Sunday, Easter Sunday. Easter always falls on a Sunday.
Yeah, I did it on shopping market.
Maybe, like at the mall?
Yep, like a mall.
Yeah, sure. Any public place. Well, malls aren't technically public; they're privately owned. But any place where people gather, parks, churches, malls, home, any organization or company that puts on any events, events, events. They can organize an Easter egg hunt. For example, yesterday, I work with old people, the elderly. And yesterday at my job, the activities coordinator, organized an Easter egg hunt for the old people.
Oh.
Yeah. And then at the end of it, I think they gave away prizes to the person who had the most, the person who had the most, the second most, and the third most Easter eggs. So there was a first prize, second prize, and third prize. And it was nice. It's nice because there a lot of people had their grandchildren come and visit and participate in the Easter egg hunt as well.
Aww.
But I'm trying to think, is there any other Easter vocabulary having to do with the more fun, childlike aspects of Easter and not the religious aspects? Because there's a lot more to Easter than just what the children do. One thing one thing is everybody, when I was growing up, everybody would dress up for Easter. So it was a really exciting time for me because every year I would always get a new dress.
Aww.
Yeah.
Why you dressed?
Well, because most families, I would say, most Christian religious families would go to church. So you would prefer to dress up for church. People tend not to go to church in jeans. They would want to dress up and look nice. Now, especially on Easter, because it's a very sacred holiday, so you want to dress up. Now, my family went to church on Easter, so every year I would get a new dress so I could wear it to church.
Aww.
Yeah.